What's the most unfair barracks inspection you've ever failed? Fort Benning, my first duty station. I was a private with 3 months in the Army, took inspections seriously, spent every Friday night preparing my room for Saturday morning white glove, literally used a ruler to measure the distance between items on my wall locker shelf, had my boots polished so bright you could see a reflection, bed made with hospital corners tight enough to bounce a quarter. My roommate Brendan was the same way. We'd spend hours getting everything perfect, never failed an inspection, never even got a minor write-up. Then Sergeant Vaughn got transferred to our company. Guy had a reputation, failed more soldiers than everyone else combined. Word was he'd been passed over for promotion twice and took it out on junior enlisted. First inspection under Vaughn, I wasn't worried. My room was immaculate, every item exactly where the regulations said it should be. Uniforms spaced 2 fingers apart on hangers, socks rolled in perfect cylinders. Vaughn walks in with his clipboard, doesn't say a word, just starts inspecting with this expression like he's already found something wrong. He checks my wall locker, runs his finger across the shelf, examines my uniforms, opens my drawers, everything's perfect. Then he stops at my desk, stares at my alarm clock for a solid 10 seconds. Private, what time does your clock say? I looked. 07:15, Sergeant. And what time is it actually? I glanced at his watch. 07:15, Sergeant. He made a mark on his clipboard. Failed. Improper timekeeping device. My stomach dropped. Sergeant, I don't understand. The time is correct. Your clock displays time in 12-hour format. Military operates on 24-hour time. This is a violation of maintaining military standards in the barracks. I just stood there, mind racing. My alarm clock had both 12-hour and 24-hour modes. I'd set it to 12-hour because it was easier to read when I woke up. Never thought it mattered. Sergeant, the regulation doesn't specify which format. Are you arguing with me, Private? No, Sergeant. He continued through the room. Found 2 more violations. My shower shoes were navy blue instead of black, and my laundry detergent wasn't the base exchange brand. None of these things were in any regulation I'd ever read, but I failed the inspection. Got written up, lost my weekend pass. Brendan passed, barely. Vaughn spent 30 minutes in his room trying to find something wrong. Eventually marked him down for excessive dust on window blinds that nobody could actually see. Next week, same thing. I fixed everything Vaughn had mentioned. Got a military-style alarm clock that only showed 24-hour time. Bought black shower shoes. Got the specific detergent he wanted. Failed again, this time for having my towel folded in thirds instead of fourths. Another thing not in any regulation. This continued for 6 weeks. I'd fix whatever arbitrary thing Vaughn mentioned. He'd find something new. My roommate Curtis down the hall had the same problem. We started keeping detailed notes. Every single regulation about barracks standards, every manual we could find. Wanted to prove we were following the actual rules. Week 7, I'd had enough. Requested to speak with the first sergeant, brought my binder full of regulations and inspection reports. First Sergeant Caldwell listened to everything, looked through my documentation. His expression got more annoyed with each page. You're telling me Sergeant Vaughn failed you for a 12-hour clock format? Yes, First Sergeant. And navy blue shower shoes, and towel folding methods. None of it's in the regulations. Caldwell picked up his phone. Vaughn, get to my office, now! 10 minutes later, Vaughn walks in, sees me standing there with my binder. His face goes red. Sergeant Vaughn, show me where in the barracks standards manual it specifies alarm clock format. Vaughn shuffled his feet. It's implied, First Sergeant. Military standards mean, show me the regulation. It's not specifically written, but, so you've been failing soldiers for violations that don't exist? Silence. Caldwell opened my binder, started reading through Vaughn's inspection reports, got more angry with each page. Shower shoe color, detergent brand, towel folding geometry. You've been making up regulations? I was trying to maintain higher standards, First Sergeant. Higher than what's actually required? That's called harassment, Sergeant. Turned out Vaughn had failed 43 soldiers over 2 months for fake violations. Most were too scared to complain. Figured a sergeant must know the regulations better than they did. Caldwell voided every single one of Vaughn's bogus inspection failures, gave everyone their weekend passes back, filed a formal counseling statement against Vaughn. But here's the best part. Caldwell made Vaughn teach a barracks standards class to the entire company. Had to go through every single regulation page by page, explaining the actual rules. Every time Vaughn mentioned something he'd failed someone for that wasn't in the book, Caldwell would interrupt. Is that in the regulation, Sergeant? Or is that something you made up? The humiliation was beautiful. Vaughn got transferred to battalion headquarters 3 weeks later. Desk job. No more inspections, no more contact with junior enlisted. I kept that binder for my entire enlistment. Anytime a new private got failed for something weird, I'd pull it out, show them how to document everything, and stand up for themselves when inspections stopped being about standards and started being about power trips. That unfair inspection taught me something valuable.